Do I look mad? Because I am mad. Not really mad, more disappointed. But so here's the spiel. I had a really great Valentine's Day weekend. This is kind of what happens when Valentine's Day falls on a Monday. You celebrate it all weekend and then celebrate it again tonight. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And I celebrated by actually, I guess, renewing, not really renewing, but growing my level of intimacy or getting closer to my wife, which was good because with the new child that joined us about 7 months ago and the toddler running around destroying everything, we had sort of drifted a little bit, and it was good to reconnect. So it all started on Saturday when we went to a sort of a marriage retreat where Gary Smalley was speaking and Michael O'Brien performed a concert, and Danny Cahill, the Biggest Loser from season 8, came to give us some words of inspiration, which in other videos I'll share what Danny had to say, which is pretty poignant. And since he, lost 230 something pounds in 7 months, he might, have something we want to listen to as joggers. So went to this event. It started at 1. That morning, my wife had juiced me some orange juice and orange slash grapefruit juice and brought it to me, and I had that in bed, and I was doing really well. Um, ate clean breakfast. My mistake was I didn't eat a good enough lunch. I grabbed a banana on the way out the door, and so from 1 o'clock until they served dinner around 7, I was pretty much starving. And that's the problem when you go to a buffet and you're starving is you overeat. Well, I overeat. You might have more willpower than I do, but it was really, really good. And of course, it was an Italian buffet with some some good of everything. I would say probably easily 2,200 calories on the plate with all the creams and the sauces and the bread, and the chicken was actually the good part of it, though it was slathered in olive oil and a bunch of other good spices. But anyway, so gigantic dinner. Um, Followed up by a fist or better size some kind of fruit cake. Not a fruit cake, a cake with fruit in it. I think it was blueberry and raspberry. I would say easily 600 more calories. So we're talking what, I don't know, twice as many calories, or not quite twice as many as I'm trying to consume. Did in one day. And then the next morning got up and actually did okay for breakfast. Had an omelet and from the hotel where we were staying, and then went out to lunch with Donnell, and we had the Valentine's Day special at a local cafe that we like to stay at. Well, it's not local; it's in the area, and it's a chain. But anyway, so we had lunch, and then they brought us the dessert, which was enough for 4 people easily, but we managed to consume it ourselves. And you'll see a clip of that in a minute, or you might have seen that as the intro to this. I haven't decided yet. So long and short is, I let myself down, and that's the point of this channel, is for accountability. So bad. Start tomorrow. In fact, I started today. Um, Went into work late. One of the Valentine's Day gifts that my wife redeemed was a child-free morning. So I took a half day vacation, stayed home with the kid this morning, and she got to run around and do some unwinding, I guess, and enjoying her morning. So that was good. Um, yeah. So after work, went in at noon. After work, went to the gym, started again. So today is officially, or re-officially, or official, the first day of week 1. So I started the routine over again, and let me tell you, it was difficult. Like I was almost, I was overly exerted towards the end. One of the things in the book is they say train, don't strain. Well, I strained a little bit, and I was, yeah. I, you can tell or I can tell when I work out too much, when I can feel my pulse in my lips, and they're a little bit numb. That means that I should have dialed it back just a notch. But anyway, so that was this afternoon, and like I said, today is day 1, week 1. Another issue is the actual weight. I had weighed in at 333 point something earlier, actually 2 weeks ago today, I believe, and I had Well, this is an excuse. But the week before I had had the flu, and so I think that I was a little optimistic, and some of that was just from laying in bed and not eating for several days. So this week I've been trying to weigh myself and decide how much I weighed, and I've exceeded the weight limit on my scale, so I've got to use one at work. I obviously can't weigh myself at work, my skivvies, so I'm going to I'm going to reduce the number on the scale by 5 pounds just to account for shoes and clothes. So I weighed in this afternoon or this evening before I went to the gym at work while everyone was gone, and it was 345, which basically makes me feel like I've wasted 2.5 months now. But so I'm gonna call it 340 for day one, week one, and that's gonna be the start, the new start, the last start.